child.
So look.
So wait.
So what?
Wait.
Go ahead.
So
What she got to tell you?
so
Let me get rid of
I want to
this.
check out this run group. They meet once a month, right here on
Run
Flower.
100?
No, it's run something. It's this last Saturday. Saturday was their first, second time to do it.
Oh, you stopped running with Amber.
Yeah, I heard about what she did.
Oh,
Amber.
with that. Yeah, you know Amber that come down?
Little light skinned girl?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It didn't sit well with me.
Yeah.
And then too, they run it on the pavement, and I don't like running on the pavement.
Not to go too far off. I get Amber and another girl confused. They both look pretty girls.
I know exactly. Yeah, you talking about that other one they go to I used to go to church with. She come out, she got her little flippy hair.
The one that
it's kind of long.
Which one?
too.
Which
but
one
they
is
both real
which one?
slender?
Yeah, which one has the dog?
Oh, that's Jen.
That's Jen with the dog.
Yeah,
With the
her
fluffy
hair's
boy?
all, her
With the
hair
fluffy
is
little
cut
cute brown
short
and white
now.
dog?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
Jen.
Jen.
That's
That's
Jen.
Jen.
That's Jen.
Yeah. With the short
Amber.
hair.
Yeah.
And Amber's the long hair, black and white mix.
And she speaks Spanish and sign
and sign
language.
language.
I don't know all that.
I'll show you a picture. Anyway,
I get
so.
By the way, we recording this, so just so y'all know, I don't care. Just just y'all, because we gonna show
The
this.
names will not be used.
Ooh, that's wrong.
The names will not be used.
It's my birthday, so
It's his birthday.
so we gonna do this. Oh, let me take the books off. We don't need the books.
We don't need the
Oh wait a minute. Let's move the books down, because I want to show y'all how this thing works.
Yeah, I want to see too.
See, look. So then you move the books down like that. You get those out the way. And while you find an Amber, then I move my little Genesis to Revelation thing. There you go.
That's him.
Yeah, that's a.
That's him.
See, I would have messed around and called her Jen.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Jen has short
Jen
hair
just
now.
cut her hair real short.
Yeah, no, I saw her because
Boy,
she gave me a hug, and I couldn't remember,
Her name, she just called her.
so I didn't say nothing. I just gave her.
So anyway, I checked out this.
My bad.
Right.
Last Saturday, and so after we ran, and it was
Where'd y'all
really
run?
cool. Actually, we went from 8th Street all the way down.
So y'all still
to,
on pavement? Yeah.
Well, I was running the street.
Okay.
Yeah, and we did 3. In our group did 3 miles. We were supposed to have been trotters,
What are
but
trotters?
huh,
What are trotters?
just trotting,
Oh,
just
okay.
running, but just lightly.
Okay.
They didn't give us a map. So
How many
for the first
people?
one. It was probably like about 80 people out.
Wow.
Yeah, this is their second run, and so we ran all the way down to like Wilshire to Figueroa. Back, we ended up going to Washington when we weren't supposed to, because the runners did 3 miles, the trotters did 2.5, and then the walkers, which you should check it out. Walkers did a 1.5 miles.
I can do that.
So yeah, so coming back after we came back, and they gave us T-shirts, socks, wristbands.
Oh, wow.
They gave us a big bowl of fruit. The
Oh,
guy was out there
nice.
cutting it up.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was really cool, right? So I'm walking like towards my car, talking to this lady. All of a sudden, this odor, this smell, a familiar smell, like from my childhood smell, and I'm like, okay, that's unusual.
That's real familiar.
Yeah, and I'm like, that's never happened before. So I kept on going. I came downtown because I went to look for something, and it hit me again, but a different smell.
From your childhood.
Yeah, either childhood. It was
Just
familiar through my life,
Mhm.
and it didn't probably necessarily be childhood, but I'm like, is the ancestors trying to?
Ancestors are always talking.
They're
Yeah.
everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
My grandfather and them be so
Everywhere.
I be scared. My granddaddy didn't play.
Right.
So he be like, you ain't got, I'll be hearing his voice. He died when I was 6.
So you never
We really do.
really know them.
I told you one day I was sitting in my meditation and I was like, oh, grandmother, this is you coming. I told you that's when I went to the skate ring meant to do with the same name. There's only one Titus. That was my granddad. Ain't nobody else named Titus. Man walked up to me and asked me if I know him at the skate ring, gonna pass me his car, his name Titus. After I just told him in my meditation, if this you granddaddy didn't come see me.
Somebody named Titus.
He walks up to me, stood there, tapped me on the thing, did this. You remember me?
Ooh.
Let me tell you.
I remember you telling me that part.
Yes. I
Okay,
just
you
came from the car.
can't see you. You can't see you. Okay. Get over here.
Titus.
So, Titus. My granddaddy.
Yeah, you sit here. You gotta tell that story.
Go get the stool. Sit in.
So, I'll be meditating. Okay, so when before my mother passed away, I don't know why my brother had been telling me for 10 years to start meditating. So this one particular day, I meditated and I had this really familiar feeling. Wasn't a smell or anything, just a feeling. And I was like, what is this feeling? And I was like, Grandpa, is this you?
What made you say ask if it was him?
I don't know. Like, it was just because I was sitting there and it was so familiar that something in me knew. Like, something that's my soul knew. Like, this how you used to feel when you used to be with your granddaddy. Like, sitting on his lap, playing cards at the table or whatever it was. Just that feeling came back and I'm like, so I'm just meditating. I said, okay, Granddaddy, if it's you, then come see me. And I just got up from my meditation, went on about my business, showed up at the skating ring, came on in, and I'm standing there trying to, wait for the record to come on. I'm like, okay, the record play. Get the one I want to hear. And in that time, somebody walked up to me and he tapped me on the shoulder. He's like, so I'm like,
never seen this man before.
If I would have told you, no. But if he would have told you, he's like, you seen me before, but I was like, I ain't never seen you before. So he was like, you don't remember me? Stood back, crossed his arms, like, you don't remember me? I'm standing there going, ain't nothing in me familiar. So then somebody comes over and start talking to him. Somebody comes over and start talking to me. And he just hold on this conversation and hands me his card. This man handed me the card, and I looked down on the card, and it said Titus Francisco. Okay, so we talking Twilight Zone right here. This moment, I woke up. I'm aware it's right now because I only know one Titus. That's my granddaddy. I don't know any other Tituses. So when I said come to me, Granddaddy, and the man show up, and the name on the card is Titus.
Come on.
That's
we
real.
can't talk about them ancestors that they ain't all around and that they not here and that they spirits go somewhere. They don't go nowhere.
They don't go. That's exactly how I feel.
I don't want to go too. I don't want to get too spiritual and all this other stuff about it. But when Jesus died and came back, they didn't recognize him because he came back in a different form. And he said, "Touch." Doubting Thomas. He said, "Touch the scars." But it was a completely different looking person because it's all about the spirit.
Energy.
It's the energy.
The spirit is energy.
That's what I said.
Energy is the spirit.
Once this world comes to its final destination, I think that's when everybody's coming back.
And I'm gonna really blow your mind. For real.
No,
you know what makes me comfortable with you? You have my mother's spirit.
Wow.
Down to the hairdo, down to your style.
What?
And we're close to the same age. It's not about that.
Yeah, no.
But it's just the
spirit.
And that's what it is. Like it flows through whoever is allowing it to.
Right.
Not everybody is. People are shut down.
Exactly.
Like,
when you're allowing yourself to be
and it's
who you are really.
Yeah.
It's so easy to be around people like that,
right?
Because the spirit is one, threadless. It's just one piece. When we allow ourselves just to be, somebody like me in your past.
This is the purpose for them keeping us in low vibration states.
Yes.
This is the news and everything because they know that if we elevate our whole being, that we get to start talking. It's a whole different world.
It's a different world.
Discover your power, and then they can't control us no more.
Right there.
And then they don't have control over the money, and that's all it's going to come down to. That's just a whole lesson right there.
Well, back to that same story with the running group. When I first got there, the young lady was, her and her husband had the soap line. So they were out there with the soap, and if you bought soap, they gave you a foot massage after the run for free, right? And it was something she was explaining, and she said she was so familiar, and the word or the person she named was familiar. And I said, wait, back up. What did you just say? She was like, what? And I said, you just said a name that's real familiar, and so now you become real familiar to me. And she could not think of what it was she said, and I couldn't think of what it, but it just drew my attention to like, okay, there's something here. And then later on, that's when the smell started coming, and I'm like, okay, something's in the
Whoever
mist.
you smell it is there, because it happened to me. Like,
Yes.
I was in the bathroom meditating, I came out, like I was at work, and I came out the bathroom and literally was like, oh, you got to get back to your desk. Hit the corner, and my mother's whole whiff. Like, I still have the bottle of the what she used to smell like. So every now and then, I'm just, but that whiff took over me when I went to turn the corner, and I was like, so you just here. I just stopped right there in the hallway, so you just go whiff me out like that.
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah. Like, after she died, I started hugging myself. And it was not me hugging myself.
Wow.
I remember standing there like, this is weird. She was like, no, it's not.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Now, do you?
That's exactly what her voice came to me and said,
Yeah,
no, it's not.
Is your mom buried here in LA?
My mom's cremated.
Oh, okay. So
She was like, don't put me in no dirt.
Okay, no, 'cause I was gonna
I
ask,
don't
do
be down
you
there
go
with no
to the
bugs. She
grave
said she loves her, she said, where it burn, get rid of this body. And she said, spread me over the oceans, because that's where she loved to be. So I done took her to Maui. She done been to Florida. I done dumped her on Long Beach. We done been to Ohio. You should have seen after I had, it's a bridge in Ohio.
Okay.
So I was like, I'm going to take some of her ashes and spread them out over there. So we went over the bridge, and when I tell you that I literally poured those ashes and it came up, it flew in the wind and formed this big old angel.
Wow.
We was standing there like, me and my brother and Sean like, did y'all just see what we just...
Wow.
I'm telling you.
I asked that because
That's
my
cool.
mom is buried, my little sister's buried, and all our other relatives are buried. And I never had the urge or the feeling that I need to go back to where
Because they're
buried.
like, that is the body, and I am not there anymore.
Exactly.
I am not there in those. Y'all be thinking, nigga, ooh, it's
not.
It's not.
Nothing
It's
there.
just it was
They
just the
sitting right in
vehicle.
front of you. They sitting at the edge of your bed.
Bed. I'm telling you,
in the bathroom while you taking a shower.
I'm
That's where they are.
sitting on the subway while I'm riding, think I'm about to be scared of this man. My grandfather like. And every morning I'll be saying to myself, like, they come to me, and I'm like, I gotta remember, because it's the prayer, like, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will feel no evil, because you are with me. I said, I got 4,000 ancestors walking with me every single day. I'm about to start acting like it.
Yes.
Why are we not?
Right there.
Why are we all this fear and all of this?
Right.
When I
Why
tell you,
aren't
it
we
be-
making what's in the Bible and what they did back in the day work for us right now?
What she said, low vibration. They keep you listening to all this stuff,
Yeah.
thinking
everybody
that you
doing
don't
this.
have. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Right.
in somebody else's life now, them
Yeah.
phones are the best thing that could have ever happened to society.
Right.
Y'all didn't just see what I posted today. Did y'all see? Let me show you.
No.
We gonna go on and look at this, cause okay. So
Oh, I did see
Oh,
that.
I did see that. I did see that.
did y'all read?
No, ma'am,
No,
not
I
yet.
didn't read because it was like super early this morning.
We are the generation of kids that played outside all day, drank from water hoses, ate dirt, rode bikes, skateboards, played freeze tag, hide and seek, hide and go get it. Simon Says, TV tag, ding dong ditch, double dutch, jump rope, jacks, click clacks, waited and ran after the ice cream trucks, rode on the back of them
We
if we
did,
needed to ride
yeah.
down the street.
Yeah.
We kept dimes in our loafers if we needed to ride the RTD somewhere and needed to use the payphone
Not
to
the
call
RTD.
home. Got in trouble by our
I
neighbors.
just had pennies in mine.
Got in trouble by our neighbors and got in trouble if we was not in the house before the street lights
Come on.
came on. We played
Our
video
mom was
games,
coming home from
but
work.
we still played outside.
Yes.
We are the lit generation, bro. What?
Come on.
We is lit. You see us? We on the bikes. We outside. There's a whole water thing in our
Ooh,
bike.
honey.
Give me the bike, mama. Let me get the bike. I
right.
need the bike. Lukey with his wagon wanted to steal it all the time. We knew this little boy was gay. He used to come into our house every morning, knock on the door. Can you come out and play? Can you come out and play? My mama like, Micah at the door. Like, we here, mama. We'll be out in a minute. And sister had the biggest freaking cheeks ever. Her name was Brandy. Like, oh my God. And still see her to this was the block. This was our whole block. This was our whole block. Water. Outside, look, we had the little clown, put the little thing, and this thing shot up and it sprinkled around the whole.
Okay.
Yes.
I love it.
My brother, like, yes, this was us back then.
Yeah.
I found these pictures and I tagged him, and I tried to get the two sisters too, and I was like, y'all was on here, but you know how they got different names. Everybody coming up with some. I said, I ain't got time to be searching. Look, your brother gonna let you know that them photos up there.
Exactly.
But I'm like, yeah, that's what we.
But yeah, now they here.
And crazy part, I used to have dreams about my mom dying when I was little. And he used to make me sleepwalk and go and get in the bed with her. And I think it was, I used to sleepwalk and get in her bed. She like, you in here all the time. Got your foot all in my side, your hand all in my throat. Like, you just be over here like, but every single night I would go in there. I just love my mama, I swear. And so her spirit, when it be coming to me and I'm smiling into me, I'm like, this is you. Now that I done seen these pictures, oh man, I was like, Mom, Lord, child, what?
Reincarnated.
Yes, all over again. So every day I leave the house, I'm telling her, I'm like, you get to go live again. Like, we going out.
Right?
You ready to ride this bike? Like, we getting on the bike. I be excited. We riding on the thing train, mama. We on the train. And then all I keep seeing is 12111, 222, 333, 444. Everywhere I look, nah. I'm riding over here. I get off the thing. You ready to ride, Mom?
No.
Ride past the car. 333. Like it's saying yes. Let's go. All the time. I be having so much fun with life now. It's like ain't nothing serious. When
did that attitude really kick in?
Actually, it's always been here, but it was like something came to test me last year, and when it did, it almost had me. And when I was in there and the spirit started talking to me, it was like, that's not yours to carry. Like, you've been carrying around this thing, and I promise you, it was like a horse. 14 cows and 12 elephants got off my back. Wow. I just started crying. Wow. I just started crying from that moment right there after all what that. This was earlier this year.
It was early this year.
This year. It was like, that is not yours to hold. You walking around holding on to things that you ain't even supposed to be dealing with.
Right.
What are you doing?
Right.
And it was like, when I say got off my back and them tears came out and that side,
it was over.
I was flying, like for the next couple of days, I was waking up in the bed like, oh my God. And then it's like, why are you so happy? And it was like, oh, is it because of that? No. Is it because of that? No. Is it because of
No. Circumstances were still the same.
Everything's still the same. My attitude just changed, and I woke up for a week like that, and still every so often wake up like.
Can you figure out what triggered it, other than just getting a revelation that, you know what, this ain't mine? What put you in that space?
Because of the story, I've been so vigilant about my thoughts, right? So when the story keep playing in my head, I'm like, this ain't my story. Where did you come? Why? But that story had been playing for a whole year, just gnawing at me. Okay, well, let's sit down with this issue right here in front of me.
This.
You know, let's talk about it. It was nothing there to be discussed. Why are you discussing something that happened way back then and holding yourself accountable today when that was all
a long time ago?
If you don't
it went away. Happy New Year, sir.
Yes. And you swear it's yours to carry. You swear you walking around holding on to ain't even knowing that your hand cut, you bleeding all over the place.
And anybody asks you, like, who told you that?
And what are you talking about? Why do you get that? What's going on with you?
What is
something from 25 years ago? 20.
And you still.
And you what?
You done bruised, healed up, slit it open again. Every time you talk about it, you cut yourself right. You just split it back open and just all over again.
Because you keep opening up the same old sores.
Yes.
With them words.
Yes.
that you keep speaking.
Yes.
Because they said you gonna eat your fruit.
What I'm talking about.
I had to once, that story, I was like, we got to switch. We ain't there.
No.
Why you over there? We right here.
Right.
Right. What they say, stay in your lane. We need to do this
Them with some
once a
joyous
week.
tears. We really do. This
All
is
right.
like a release.
We need to do
Yeah.
We done. This was our test model.
Yeah.
A conversation,
Shun.
whatever that is. I don't know what that is.